You're in the right place. I'm here to talk to you about Cormani McClain and my thoughts on him as a true freshman, a phenom over the country. He has had an adjustment going to Colorado. Now, one of those adjustments are playing under Coach Prime, and I get it. It's kind of different playing the same position as the greatest cornerback of all time and having to learn from him. When I see Cormani, I see a lot of him in the drills. I see a lot of him being nervous. I see a lot of him not being fluid. That's what I noticed at the onset in fall camp. But then it slowly progressed to the press saying, hey, when we're going to see Cormani, especially that Travis Hunter is out, or we're going to see him here and there. And Coach Prime has been quite adamant and vocal. The reason why you don't see Cormani is because of Cormani. And the thing I thought about was not only must he mean his techniques, but it's got to be something else going on. And over the weeks, and especially this week, he shed light to it. There are a lot of NFL experienced people on Coach Prime's staff, and how they do it in the NFL is they're not only checking to see you're doing the right thing at practice or in the film room, they're seeing what you're doing at home. Coach Prime went on and on about how I check film times each and every week. And that's exactly how the NFL does it. They're going to see how much time you're spending on your iPad because, long story short, you're going to get a playbook. And nowadays it's mostly digital. So you're going to get assigned an iPad, and in that iPad is the trade secrets on your offense or defense or special teams, whatever you're asked to play. Now, in those iPads, there may be plays, there may be examples, there may be game film. All right. So when you go through those things, it's being recorded. Just like you're on your phone, you get to see your screen time. They have film time on those things. So they know exactly how much time you're putting in at home. Now, here's the thing. Not everyone is built like that. He didn't come from a program like that. I didn't do that in high school. I can understand how you're a 5-star recruit coming out of high school who's never had to study. Is like, I'm the best player on the team. Why am I studying? And then making that transition to, oh, I gotta be a professional. Like they want me to look at this while I'm at the crib. Yes, and that's the big disconnect I'm getting. When I saw him in Oregon, the time he got in the game, a little cleanup time, trash time, he played very well. I didn't see those hesitancies in his technique. He was a hitter. He can definitely come up and hit people. But the concern is, will he be able to do his job? The play call is a cover 2 robber, and you are to stay in this particular zone, and he does not because he doesn't know what he's doing. Or he doesn't know this particular player runs this particular route in this formation, and you need to be there to jump it or to be back to cover whatever. That's the type of stuff they're talking about. Coach Prime is putting light to, I'm not going to put somebody out there that I can't trust. But, in all due respect, and I didn't see a lot of people you could trust in that Oregon game. And with this USC game coming up, there are going to be a lot of throws that's going to be had. And not just USC, just throughout the year. When Washington State comes, when they play Washington State, that kid can throw. Ward can throw. You want to talk about the different people in the conference. Arizona State's coming up. They throw the ball. So you're going to have to... they're going to have to meet a little bit in the middle. And I understand Coach Prime said he's not changing. And I think Cormani has to understand this is what professionals do. They step up to the plate. They put in the extra time. They put in the extra work. However, I do think sooner or later he may have to trust him later on in the season, even if he's not comfortable with him. What I saw in the Oregon game, he looked like it wasn't too big for him. He looked like he's been ready for the moment. He's ready to play. The thing is, you got to put the time in. Long story short, I understand what Coach Prime is saying. He's like, I'm 56, I ain't changing. And he's the best cornerback of all time. To me, if I'm Cormani, I would want to listen to that. And on the other hand, he's a freshman. It's really, really hard to now go from high school, seeing I'm the best player on the team. I don't have to really worry about techniques and fundamentals and going to the playbook. I go to the next level and I'm still good. I'm sure he's still performing well in practice, and then saying, Well, now you got to study and do all these habits and go to school and be across the country from your family, because you got to remember he's from Florida. Every kid ain't going to be Travis Hunter. He's just not. Travis Hunter wants it. He like, man, what I got to do, I don't mind doing it. I think Cormani's going to get there, but will it work out? Will it be another Ziko? I think he's too talented to not play, and that's where the rubber is going to meet the road. Cormani is, the #1 recruit in the nation, and to say he could play in the game, and when he plays in the game, he plays well, and to say you're not ready yet, that could be very frustrating, and it could be very appealing when somebody from Georgia pick up the phone and say, hey, you come play right now. Somebody from Texas pick up the phone and say, hey, Arch Manning, we really want to make another run at this national championship. You coming? I mean, that's hard, and you're going to play. The main thing for him is he wants to play. Florida calls. He's the #1 recruit in the country. Every program would love to have him and have him start. So we'll see how it goes. We'll keep monitoring it. Heritage Sports.